astrologers, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we are going to be taking a look at the revolution and the rebellion of those of you who have Uranus in your 9th house, and also for those of you who have Aquarius ruling your 9th house within your natal birth chart. But before we do jump into this, make sure that you like this video if you like it. Also make sure to subscribe if you have not already, and click that little bell icon in order to keep up to date with more content from myself, and comment in the comment section how you rebel against authority. How do you rebel against authority? And one more quick thing to mention before we get into this: if you would like to know more information all about your Uranus sign, your Uranus house, along with your Aquarius house and your 11th house within your natal birth chart, then I have created an Aquarius season/archetype ebook. So what I am going to do is I'm going to provide a link to that ebook in the description box below so that you can pick up your copy today if you would like. Alright, so with all those introductions out of the way, Uranus in the 9th house / Aquarius ruling the 9th house. Let's do this. Okay, so if you have Uranus in your 9th house or Aquarius ruling your 9th house, then you will most likely rebel when it comes to the likes of religion, faith, and any type of belief systems. See, you most likely do not want to be confined by any of these things because maybe you dislike the lack of freedom, the lack of independence that comes along with following them. Or maybe you notice the many contradictions and hypocritical behaviors and attitudes that come along with following them. So take, for example, a religious individual who preaches the word. Maybe as you listen to this particular individual, you think to yourself, who the hell is this person to preach to others when they themselves are probably not perfect either? In fact, not probably, but most definitely, they're not perfect either. And naturally, this can also include the likes of gurus, teachers, mentors, professors, guides, suggesting that you're someone who questions and challenges these very people. Also suggesting that you're not going to take what these people teach or share at face value, and probably you will revolt against those who you believe to be phony, fake, or superficial. And so in this respect, you're most likely going to be someone who rebels against others who try to tell you what you should or must believe in. Though having said that, I still think that if or when you do decide to follow a particular religion or faith or belief system, whatever it may be, it's going to be because you decided upon it, okay? That the decision came from you. You decided upon that yourself, not because you felt pressured to do so. Perhaps even here, Uranus in the 9th house, Aquarius ruling the 9th house, you were raised in an environment where either A, you experienced religion and faith being strongly imposed and implemented onto you, resulting in you breaking free and rebelling, or B, you experienced a more freeing approach towards religion and faith, whereby which you were actually left to make your own decisions in relation to these very things. But either way here, you maybe came to this point, this realization somewhere throughout your life, whereby which you wanted to discover these things for yourself. And another possibility could be that you're the type of person who really does look for the scientific evidence and research to back up these claims associated with the likes of religion and faith. Then again, perhaps there has been a situation where you've searched far and wide in order to establish your own faith, or maybe you're even someone who seeks understanding from many different religions and principles and cultures in that regard. Or maybe you like to keep your options open, so to speak. Though, seeing as I do mention the whole searching far and wide, well, it could quite possibly be that your worldview is expanded by unexpected trips abroad to some relatively mind-opening destinations. Could possibly be that a particular trip leads to your revolution and rebellion. And so from this trip, you return home, back to your loved ones, back to your family, and what you do is you share, or you have shared, how so much more aware you are than you were before. See, from taking trips away to far away lands, you may find that your mind opens further, and so this possibly leads to the likes of you, for example, changing your lifestyle or making changes to your overall demeanor or to your perspective of the world around you, and also towards your morals and your ethics. But yet it's these same expansive changes that maybe have led to breakups with friends or with family members, blow-ups with them. Maybe your style or your diet even changes suddenly. Though, whatever the case may be here, Uranus in the 9th house, Aquarius ruling the 9th house, you don't feel like the same person you were before. On the other hand, it doesn't necessarily have to be that you take a physical trip away somewhere, so this getaway to a new destination that actually activates this kind of rebellious switch within you. Because another example could be that a new training program you join creates this switch, or maybe it's a new educational program that you sign up for, or maybe it's meeting a new individual who completely changes your perspective of life. This individual perhaps is a foreigner or someone who's traveled abroad themselves and shares stories with you, or it could quite possibly be a professor or a teacher online who teaches you something new. And another thing to mention here as well is when it comes to this house being associated with higher education itself, with higher learning, guess what? You're most likely going to rebel when it comes to these things as well, suggesting that maybe you're not someone who goes to university or college, or maybe you refuse to listen to the educational demands of your parents, or perhaps you often challenge the knowledge being presented to you within a particular class or lecture. Essentially, you may have unconventional views when it comes to higher education, or when it comes to the kind of standard schooling system. You might even think that the standard schooling system is a complete hoax. Then again, if it is that you do decide to go to university or college, maybe you prefer subjects such as technology, sociology, psychology, science, these types of things. Though, to be fair, even if you don't go to college or desire to go to university, etc., then, you know, you still may enjoy studying these subjects, or you may even enjoy studying the likes of astrology and metaphysics. Because hey, it's so different and cool and outside of the box, right? And perhaps you also are someone who prefers to be your own teacher or your own guide, so maybe you like to teach yourself when it comes to these types of subjects, or maybe you like to come up with your own philosophies to live by. Quite possibly, you'll even promote or broadcast your unique and somewhat quirky philosophies with others. and get into some heated debates with those who challenge you or disagree. You may also be the type of individual who doesn't necessarily follow or listen to the news. Maybe you dislike the control that comes with such information, or even the fear that comes with it. And when it does come to your belief system, maybe you're someone who is all about global equality even. Maybe your belief system is based on that of equality. But at the same time, this belief system, well, it may be wishful thinking and somewhat impractical. However, another possibility could be that your belief system is based on that of freedom, independence, and justice for all. Maybe you don't want there to be any boundaries or borders between countries whatsoever, but again, kind of unrealistic. Though ultimately, I think you may be someone here who just seeks a better future for the world, suggesting that you're quite an idealistic individual, expansively so. Maybe you even want humans to be liberated through all ways of life, and maybe you seek to bring awareness to the collective, and so you may do this by bringing your knowledge to others. And furthermore, by doing this, what you do is you expand the minds of others around you, further suggesting here that you want to make a positive impact upon the world. Though still, when it does come to seeking knowledge yourself, you may require the freedom and space to do so. Perhaps you want to find your own answers to the bigger questions that exist in life, or maybe you like to even experiment and play around with different theories and ideas and concepts, and even within a particular system that already exists, maybe you want to add your own unique spin to it. Maybe you want to share and broadcast something that hasn't been done quite the same way as you. Basically, Uranus in the 9th house, Aquarius ruling the 9th house, you will most likely try to understand the world around you on your terms, in your way. Another thing though that I want to mention is, kind of mentioned this already, I did mention morals and ethics, but you may rebel when it comes to your morals and ethics. So maybe something that you saw or deemed as unethical changes due to your perspective, or due to seeking knowledge and education, or maybe it could be the other way where you saw something as ethical, but then the switch happens. Maybe you even dislike ignorance from others when it comes to morality, or maybe it really grinds your gears and frustrates you whenever others simply follow the crowd when it comes to morality. But another possibility here is that maybe your morals change due to a sudden unexpected event or accident. And the same could be said about your religion and your faith as well. And following on from this point, maybe you come across a mentor or a guide or some sort of teacher who ends up actually giving you sudden insights about the world. And so what this maybe does is it strongly inspires you, or it creates something within you to act, this call for action. And so what you maybe do is you go to share the same revelations and conclusions that you discover through this person or people with other people. Or maybe your course of direction completely changes at some point in your life, or at many points throughout your life, suggesting here that your future aspirations are always changing or evolving in some way. Perhaps these sudden changes are all a part of your rebellion. And so in this respect, maybe you're likely to move away from a relationship, perhaps, for example, that hinders your learning potential, so to speak. And what I further mean by this is that if a partner, friend, or relative ever tries to control your mind, or if they try to dictate to you what you can and can't gain in terms of knowledge, well, you may rebel. And to be quite blunt, tell them to shove it. Perhaps you even enjoy forming connections with different types of people from all around the world, whether that be through international travel or through the internet. But ultimately, you just refuse to conform or listen to others who are preachy or dogmatic, and you really wish to seek the freedom to invent new ways of discovering and understanding the world around you. And therefore, Uranus in the 9th house, Aquarius ruling the 9th house, your rebellion lies in you searching for your own theories and conclusions to life's bigger questions. Okay then, Cosmic Warriors, so that concludes my video on the revolution and the rebellion of those of you who have Uranus in your 9th house or Aquarius ruling your 9th house. Again, let us know in the comment section, how do you rebel against authority? And also let us know what you thought of the video if you have any of these placements as well. But with all that being said, thank you so much for watching, thank you for subscribing, and of course, if you would like to keep up to date with more videos from myself and you have not yet subscribed, then make sure you click that subscribe button and also give this video a quick like if you liked it today. And I will be back with another video very, very soon. Bye!